Check, 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 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Peace and love, family. The Midnight Hour. Right here in the Midnight Hour. Each and every midnight in February 2021. Happy to be here with y'all. Shout out to my Aunt Sheila in the building. Constance. Yvonne, what's up? She said, hey, the Midnight Hour crew. Tammy Lou. Come on in the room, y'all. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. 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 Peace and love, Katrina. Welcome on in the room. Midnight Hour. Midnight Hour. One look in your eyes, it sets me straight for a day, and one touch it satisfies. It simply makes all me okay. Your smile is sunshine, it breaks clouds on rainy days, and every day is just fine. You made it this way. Oh, what up, Aaron? I wasn't looking for love, but I found it. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't look for anything but love, and I found it. Yeah, I found you. Your presence fills me up. Satisfaction in your touch, contentment in your love. Oh, whoa. You're an angel. You're the epitome of great, and I just gotta say, you take the cake, sock it to me. You German chocolate, warm cinnamon coffee. You give me 7-Up even in an off week. What up, Jaime? Shout out to YouTube. Tammy Lou in the building. I see you dancing. Peace and love, Ramona. She said, hey, the Midnight Hour. You're an angel. You're the epitome of great, and I just gotta say, you take the cake, sock it to me. You German chocolate, warm cinnamon coffee. You give me 7 up even in an off week. The mode of a bun, cause you touch softly. Zest of a lemon, the flavors in your skin. Hey, Mimi. Red velvet lipstick on your grin. Expensive taste. You made from 24 carats. And you're so sweet, say for me the big piece. Your curves and proportion matches. Your words hit my sense of smell. It serves me well, like I can tell there's 5 minutes left. That's warm and that's normal, cause you've been warm forever. Warm since the day you were born, like right out the oven since you were delivered. A cake to celebrate us, wedding with the layers, yeah. Cause we're constantly building. I wasn't looking for love, 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 love. Woo! But I found it, yeah. What up, Jonathan Mayo? Welcome on in the building. Yeah, baby. I remember you front row at the show at the promontory, showing all that love for the live recording. Welcome on in the room. Yeah. The midnight hour. It was a great show. What up, Charlene? Welcome on in the room. Hey. So I'm sure you saw in the title here, we got another special guest. If you've been following the Midnight Hour for this month, I've been bringing in some of my friends, some colleagues, some people that I've done some creating with, some people that I've shared some spaces with, some projects. But today, got a good friend on the scene. We met through the gala, I believe, back in the day. And man, this brother right here, man, he's just like, he's so low key and chill in person, but on social media, he is like, to me, he's like one of the funniest people I know through social media. And I wanted to bring him on the show today to actually just talk about him and his journey, and also just talk about like some of the posts that he puts up, because you know, social media, it allows you to I don't know, you know, you have the choice, you know, to be you and say what you want to say. You also have the choice to be whoever you want to be, and I think that this is authentic for him. But this is, to me, it's almost like a what do they call it? An alternative. What's the word? I can't think of the word right now. Dang, I'm blank on this term here. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and bring my special guest to the stage here. Y'all show some love for Austin Patrick. Yes, alter ego. That's the word. That's the word. Come on in the room.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I really appreciate being on the show. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you real good. Alter ego. That's the word. I'm thinking alter. I got the right root word, right? What up, Jay Young? What up, Joshua Ishman? And Formerly Honest Podcast in the building. Yo, Austin, how you feeling today?
I'm doing great, man. I really appreciate being on here with the Midnight Hour crew. I really appreciate you reaching out. It feels like it's been so long since we had an opportunity to talk, and I really am grateful to be on this platform with you and sharing this moment. So thank you.
Yes, sir. It's all about the moments. That's what it's all about. We've shared a lot of great moments together. Um, Shout out to anybody who's in the Gala crew. I know
Ooh,
definitely Joshua L. Ishman. But we shared a lot of great moments just being in the midst of Chicago's finest. Some of the most amazing creators right here in this
yes.
city. Do you have any fond memories of the gala in particular?
You know, um, my first gala, I actually went there because I at first went to Soul Speak and I saw Harold and Binky, and then Binky had mentioned the gala, so I decided to go there.
Yeah.
And I never had
Shout
any
out. Shout out.
experience. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to Harold Green, shout out to Binky. And I never had any experience with art up until that point. But the reason, and I was thinking about this today, the reason why I came back to the gala after that is because this was my first time seeing K Love perform. And like she was
Woo.
so powerful. Like you see this sister, she gets up and like she speaks from the depths of her soul every time she spits. And like
Yeah.
she's just so powerful and so amazing. And like I had never experienced anything like that. Like it was like something out of a movie. And just seeing all these amazing performances, Sidewalk Chalk, Fat Book, you know, um,
That book.
all these amazing,
Woo.
amazing poets. It just blew my mind to the point where I was addicted. I was going to shows 3 times a week. Like I
Yeah.
was major money going out to shows, but it was some of the best experiences in my life, being in Chicago. And then you just goes to show you like there's such greatness in the city that
Yeah.
people don't even know about. Met you there, just met all these amazing folks, man, and we just had, in my opinion, like the time of our lives when we were there, and it was a great feeling.
Yeah. And when you were there, you just felt like you were at the hottest spot. Like
Man,
I was gonna say, shout out real quick to K Love, the poet, the mentor.
yes,
Shout out to Harold Green as well. Shout out to Binky. We're gonna have Binky on here later on this month, so y'all stay tuned. Yeah, were you about to say something else about the gala?
no, I mean it's just you. What else can you say? You can't put it into words. Like it's something
Yeah,
that you had to experience. And again, a big shout out to Binky specifically, just an amazing host. Like he carries the crowd every single time. And I know most of the people on the podcast I probably know. On the live probably already know Binky. But just some of the best experiences of my life, just being in those moments, and I truly appreciate that.
that's what's up. Well, let's talk about Facebook and like how this has been a platform for you to really just like, man. I don't know if it's a. Tell me what it is for you. Is it like exploring? Is it like releasing? Is it engaging? Is it a little bit of all of that?
For me, it's all of that. Especially being somebody that was kind of shy coming up. And I always have these thoughts, and when I post things, I think a lot of times people post it for followers, but I do it for me because I'm
Yeah,
trying to discover my voice, and I realize that that's translated into how I conduct myself professionally, and as I'm diving into art, like how I explore that. And on social media, we have so many people talking at once, so it's really important to understand how to grab people's attention, how to make a point without being condescending. Like you can make
yeah,
fun of folks, but you don't have to be demeaning to folks. And being open to all alternative opinions, even if they're against what you believe in. Like I think that that's key to understanding. And to me, that's how you heal the world. It's like social media shouldn't be something where we're demeaning folks. It should be something where we're bringing up points and then we're allowing alternative arguments so we can have discussions about how to move forward.
Hey, that's what's up. That's where it's got to be.
Yeah.
Well, hey, let's dive into one of your first, not one of your first, but one of the first posts we're gonna look at today. Now, y'all follow Austin Patrick. He's on Facebook. His name is right here at the bottom of the screen. Follow Austin Patrick. This dude's, this brother's posts are just amazing. So we're gonna look, we're gonna look at this first one here. I mean, it just lifts up my day, and like, just Austin, go ahead and read it. When I'm reading this, I'm hearing you say this. This is my first time being able to hear you say it out of your own mouth.
All right, cool. So this is one I did before the election, and then Kamala Harris was getting a lot of flack about her ethnicity, which I didn't think was that important. So here we go. For the folks saying Kamala Harris is an African American, she's an American citizen. She's both of Indian and Jamaican descent. Jamaicans are descendants of Africa, brought to their current location by way of slavery. She is therefore African American. Also, if you're going to attack her based on her political history, I'm all for it. I actually encourage it because her track record with persecuting Black folks is suspect. But stop attacking her based on her gender and race. Also, y'all scrutinizing her ethnicity, but not one of y'all motherfuckers is 100% African, of 100% African descent. Hell, half of y'all don't even know who your daddy is, so stop it. Also, stop it. This is something different when I'm reading it out loud. Also, Obama is mixed. And y'all wasn't scrutinizing his ethnicity. I cannot speak because I've been drinking martinis. Ethnicity politics, the way you're scrutinizing cis. Also, your mama, which is very important. You got to drop the your mama stuff in there. Also, she's taking the vice president role. I can't remember a time that a VP candidate got this much scrutiny. Just a reminder that when it comes to decision making and policy, the buck would ultimately stop with Joe's goofy ass, not hers. Also, again, your mama.
Yo, hey, your mama. Your mama. Your mama. I love it too because like you're talking about just the conversation, but I do love how this is like you throwing it all out there and it's like, take that. Yo, mama.
I'm always hoping to generate conversation.
There's a lot of comments usually under your posts, and sometimes it gets deep.
Yeah, sometimes people get offended. I've lost people over some of the stuff I posted, but I'm unapologetically me, so that's somebody has to live with.
Right on. Let's go to that next one. The next one I think is a little political as well. But we only got two political ones, I think.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Yo, when I be reading these, I be cracking up, bro.
Okay. Y'all already know that I don't have any political affiliation. I don't care about red or blue one way or another because it's all bad. But let me say this. If this administration wipes out student loan debt, I'm going to lose it. If they kill off Sally Mae with her funky ass, I promise on promise that I will personally fund every GoFundMe within the community. Every goddamn mixtape crowdfunding link will get the bag, son. Damn, I'm crazy when I'm reading this shit out loud. MC Ashy Knuckles and the Ain't Got No Shea Butter EP, God, will be on Spotify. Brought to you by the financial contributions of Austin Patrick and his new label, Jergens Records.
Hey.
Oh man, this is.
Hey, my favorite part of this is I promise on promise.
But you know what's funny is that now Biden's like backsliding and saying that he don't want to wipe out the debt today. So I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of mixtapes that are going to get funded by me apparently because Biden's on some bullshit. But if he come through, I'm telling y'all, send me the link. I'm funding it. I don't care how whack your bars are. I'm funding it.
Man, and shout out to Jergens. My lady put me on Jergens. I didn't know much. I didn't know much about Jergens, but Jergens is definitely like the best lotion out in all the stores right now. That you can find eating everywhere. That's the best lotion that you can find.
It's gonna get in them crevices. You know, you ain't gonna miss it with Jergens.
Right. That's what's up. I'm gonna switch up the beat. Let's go ahead and do the next one. Man, this is crazy. It is funny to hear you read this out loud as well.
Yeah. It's kind of embarrassing me now, but I like it. Oh man, now I feel like I'm gonna get called out on this. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you can't cook. Your food pics look like CPS cafeteria meals. And don't at me talking about all the folks in your house eat your meals. They ain't got a choice. And you know what really upset me about this is that you see like all these brothers and sisters posting these food pics. You know, I can cook, you know, this, that, and the other, you know, and the food just look dry. And I'm a foodie. I'm not saying I can cook, but like I will spend a good $1 on a good meal. It ain't no big deal to me. Yeah. Like if I had $1 billion, I guarantee you half of that to go to restaurants. That's just me. You know, so like when you sit, you know, showing pictures on IG or whatever, like this dry ass macaroni and shit, talking about you can cook. It's like, no, I don't even want to come over there. Like, I'll be paranoid about eating at people's houses because, like, I've had an experience where, like, they say that they can cook and then you eat their food and it's nasty. I just tell people I get sick. I don't even eat.
So how is it?
Yeah, no. You got to lie in somebody's house. You know, I ain't with that.
Yo, but straight up, so Ebony and I, this just happened like about a week ago. Ebony and I was looking on IG, and it was something that we was maybe like interested in cooking or about to cook. You know, but they were super emphatic about it. But you know, they didn't have. For one, if you're gonna be filming your food, you got to turn your light on.
Yeah.
Right, you gotta let that juice glisten, right? Because it needs to look appealing. But man, we were both looking at it, and I was like, I eventually had to say it, like, yo, this don't look good. She was like, no, it don't. And we just had a moment, and it was exactly that, man. Did you see something in this moment that just had you like to say, hold on, I gotta post this?
It was a culmination. Like, this stuff isn't something that I just come up with. It's like a volcano erupting of all the shit that I be seeing. Like, because I be telling myself, like, you know, I don't need to be posting this type of stuff. I should just be, you know, working on whatever it is I need to be working on. But then, like, you see this stuff, and like, you know, I don't know if you caught the one I did one earlier right before the podcast, but you know, everybody's going in on Russell Wilson. And I was just like, you know, y'all sitting here complaining about Russell Wilson and what he said about his wife, but you know, your DMs is going unanswered. Like, you send your DMs to whoever, and ain't nobody feeling you. So how are you going to talk about a man and his wife and how he feels? Like,
hold on, what did he say?
Oh, he said something. Oh, he said that he couldn't imagine his life without Sierra, or like if she left him, how that would break him. And you know, like, especially brothers, because we got to be all alpha male all the time and shit, right? Like, brothers was all attacking him about it, like, well, I would have said that about my wife and blah blah blah. And you know, it's just like, it's your wife. It's your wife, bro. Like,
and that's him, and that's you.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, like,
because he said it doesn't mean like, you know, that is wrong. You know, just because you would have said it differently doesn't mean that he's wrong for not saying it the way you would say it.
Exactly. And then on top of that, you know, brothers are acting like they can get with Sierra. You can't. If you watching this right now, you cannot get with Sierra. Look at me. You cannot get with her. I don't know what you thought. I don't know who hyped you up. You cannot. He did it. You know what I'm saying? Leave the brother alone.
And they are building their family.
Yeah, I mean, like, they attacking this brother because he's taking care of someone else's kids. I mean, like, this brother can't catch a break. So, like, I see all this building up, and it's been building up for months. You know what I'm saying? And this was just the latest thing that just sent me over the top, and I said, "Fuck it, fuck it.
All
You
right,
gotta say something."
let's go to the next one because you talk about cooking on that one. But this is very particular, and I love this subject here, and I love the way you put this.
Oh, so yeah, this has been building. This one has been building for like years. So for the let me close this real quick so y'all can see it. Fotep Brothers. She got to know how to cook because she wants to get chose. Me. This whole statement is little dick energy to me every time I hear it because one, women, most especially black women, don't need to be chose. They don't need our validation, cosign, endorsement, advocacy, seal of approval, or mission. They be great all on their own. Two, fam, why do you need somebody to cook for you? That's a basic life function. You can't do that for yourself. If we was to walk up in your house right now, all we're gonna find is McDonald's wrappers and stale hot dog water. And you out here choosing? Three, as a man, this is really important. You should already know that knowing how to cook is one of the best ways to get you into some whatever. And it's one of the most effective ways to get you out of some shit. She ain't gonna leave you if your stroke game and these avocado tacos you be making slap. I can't stress number three enough. I can't. Knowing how to cook as a black man will save your relationship sometimes for minor shit. Now, if you did something really serious, then you got to deal with the consequences. But you forgot her birthday or something like that. You can get a late gift and cook for her, and maybe she'll forgive you. It's really important.
Man, that's what's up. I definitely agree to that. I'm one of those guys who really put in a lot of time in the kitchen. Did you cook over there?
I used to, and then I got into this smaller apartment because financial constraints. But now I moved into a larger apartment with a larger kitchen, and I'm trying to get back into it. Especially as black men, one of the things I realize is, even though I run a lot and I think that I'm taking care of my body, I actually have very high blood pressure. I just found that out this week. So like I'm being really active about watching what I eat. And I realize that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with being vegan or not. It has more so to do with my tendency to put butter on things, salt on things.
Yeah.
And just, watching what you're taking into your body, because it's really important, especially for black men, because, our health is always a concern. So I'm trying to get back into it. I'm working my way into it one dish at a time. I ain't gonna post anything on IG because I don't want y'all talking shit about my stuff. I know my lane. So.
Man, this is funny. Let's do number 11.
Number 11. Let's see what we got there.
Ebony, you in the room? She was just waking up. We both had to take some naps.
Man, at a certain time, naps be important. I'll be thinking about every nap that I didn't want to take in preschool sometimes. I'd be like, yo, I regret not taking that nap.
These naps is nice.
They are. All right, let's see number 11. What's up?
No, I was saying hey to Stacy.
Oh, okay.
The midnight hour.
Let's see what we got here. I'm going to say this, and I'm not taking sides in the movie because both characters have valid points. Awesome. But Malcolm and Marie would have been a 5-minute movie had Malcolm been a mature Pisces. All points would have been made while reaffirming his partner and capping it off with makeup cunnilingus. Typical Pisces apologetic tactics. But because he was obviously a male Virgo, it was a 2-hour anxiety-filled evaluation of all his fuckboyisms administered throughout the duration of the relationships. Just get you a water sign next time, sis. Edit. He was a Virgo with a Aries rising, no doubt in my mind. I don't know. I'm not going to spoil the movie for anybody that's seen it. But please watch the movie. I think it was a great movie. I think the thought process of shooting it in black and white film was really, really good. And I think that just being in a movie where there's nothing but conversation is kind of important, especially nowadays where we don't really listen to each other. Um, it's a really, really interesting movie. I encourage you guys to watch it if you haven't seen it already.
Yeah, so I was checking to see if Ebony was in the room because she was watching this movie while I was just kind of moving around the house. I was doing other things, and I would hear it, and I'm just like, "Yo, what is this?" And there was just a couple points where I was just like, "Man, this is really interesting," and I was like, "Yeah, they could have been done with this real quick." So I definitely concur with what you're saying. It kind of reminds me of like nowadays. It seems like there are more movies coming out, especially like Black Bottom.
Oh yeah, I haven't.
My
I haven't.
mind is just blank right now.
No, Black. I know you're talking about Black Bottom with Chadwick Boswick and
Yeah.
man, what's the lady's name? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis. Yeah.
But yeah, like the monologues in that movie as well. It's just like it's really nice. Ma Rainey, thank you so much. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. The monologues in there, they're extensive, but man, like I think in this era it's really cool to get these movie plays. You know what I'm saying? It feels like you're watching a play.
Yeah, I haven't peeped it. Full disclosure, like I haven't watched anything with Chadwick Boswick in it since he passed, just because like. Man, that really kind of caught me off guard. Like I was trying to rewatch Black Panther, and I was just like, man, like especially because I'm close to his age, and that his situation isn't indicative of mine at all. But it was just like at the time, I don't think anybody wants to remember what 2020 as a whole. But that was just one more thing that kind of happened. But it is definitely on my list, and I think dialogue is important. I think that's a sign of great acting. Malcolm and Marie to me was great acting, and it really reminded me of an argument that I would have gotten in my 20s. But now that I'm in my 30s, it's just like, no, I ain't going. Just apologize, brother. Just apologize and move on. That's all you gotta do.
Some people be fiending for that conflict and be like, yo.
Yeah, I ain't got time for it. Not now, man. That's I can't. My voice can't get that high. I can't yell. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Well, we're gonna do a little music, and we'll bring you back with some more of these, man. This has been amazing, just hearing you speak on these. We got some more to share with y'all in the midnight hour. We're gonna do some music here. Make some noise for Austin Patrick, y'all. That's right, Janie. Hey, Janie, what's up? Welcome on in the room. Y'all be sure to follow Austin Patrick. He's right there on Facebook. I know a lot of us are already on Facebook right here. Please follow Austin Patrick. Get you some laughs in throughout the day. Check in on him. Oh yeah, Fences was another one. Midnight hour. Midnight hour. Shout out to Nordine. It's a Moroccan story from his country of origin, Morocco. Yeah. Right, that's what's up. Another Viola Davis slam dunk. Yeah, she really killed that role. Man. You know, she embodied that. You know, a lot of people when they talk about divas, you know, in the good sense, like when we talk about like Aretha Franklin and Shaka Khan, like that's where it came from. It came from that era of the Ellas and the Sarah Vaughns, and she really embodies just like the power. I love how she stands up for herself and holds her ground, even in that time, you know, saying, hey, like, I'm a commodity. You know, you need me here. I need my Coke. You said you have my Coke. I need my Coke here. You know. But she played that role, and Chadwick, yo, that's such a great movie. What up, Matthew? Come on in the room. The Midnight Hour. We're here with Austin Patrick, sharing some of his journey through his stories, through his posts on Facebook. We're gonna bring him back so we can share a little bit more. We got a couple more funny ones that are gonna be up in here because I just crack up reading some of his stuff, a lot of his stuff. Y'all make sure y'all follow Austin Patrick. We're gonna go ahead and bring him back in the room here. Woo. Abstract Mind in the building. Thank you for being here. The Midnight Hour. All right, so what do you think we should do next?
Let's see what we got here. Oh. Yeah. We can stop here. We can stop here with number 9. And this is coming from all of this zodiac compatibility, or what's wrong with my zodiac sign challenge that was happening a few weeks ago. There's nothing wrong with your zodiac sign. We don't like you because you musty, figuratively or literally or both. Wash your ass and your personality. Billy too will come in. Ashley too. I love Billy.
Billy's amazing, man.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces, and one of the interesting things, especially when you're talking about dating and relationships, is that people always go towards compatibility. And I think that there's some validation in that statement about recognizing which signs you're compatible with and which ones you aren't. But that doesn't mean that you can't date them. It just means that sometimes it's harder to discern what it is that they're trying to tell you because their personalities aren't what you're accustomed to.
I like the way you put that.
Yeah, I mean, because for a long time I had a problem with Virgos, and then I realized that it's not them, it's my interpretation of how they interact with me. Like if I have a problem, I'm going to say it. And typically with earth signs, they're like, well, we want you to figure it out. And that doesn't necessarily mean that person's a bad fit for you, though. You just have to decide whether or not you want to deal with their particular personality traits or not. It's just things that I've learned over the course of my life that I try to contextualize in something that's humorous and to the point. Nobody wants to read any of my very long soliloquies about what I think about zodiac signs. You just hit your points and then you move on.
Yeah, man. Check. I love that you said that about the compatibility, because it is something that could be a crutch for some folks and maybe a missed opportunity. But yeah, also that idea of interpretation. Just going back to that same point of like, we can't expect people to handle things in the same way we handle them. I'm in a relationship with that on paper it doesn't look too good, but I'm in a Leo Taurus relationship because I'm a Leo. Ebony's a Taurus, but we actually know, and we've encountered like maybe 5 or 6 Leo Taurus couples, and we all talk about how on paper it doesn't look too hot, but it can work. And I think just like how you can be an employee at somebody's job and you got to work day after day with people you don't like, that's proof that we can learn to work with anyone.
Right.
Not saying that we don't like each other, but I'm just saying that the way the experience happens with us, dealing with each other, we find ways to work it out. We find ways to make peace or to understand that we don't understand. And that other people's approaches are just different. Hey, Sag and Taurus, that's what's up.
Yeah, I can dig that. For me, it's if you got love, if you got black love, you better just take it and run with it, man. Like, the particulars don't really matter at that point. Like, if you got somebody that you in it with, and I think that's how you know when you know, because like you'll be in it with that person as opposed to other people you may have met, where you like, what, I don't want to be in it with this person because they don't see me the way I need to be seen or whatever. And I think it's different for everybody, but sometimes we find the pettiest things to be like, oh, well, we don't want to deal with this person. And then you spend not the rest of your life, but you definitely spend a significant amount of time trying to find that same type of energy and you can't find it.
Yeah.
I think as millennials and Gen Z, we are too quick to dismiss folks, specifically in a relationship. And I'm not saying that you should stick in a bad situation. I'm not saying that at all. But try to understand that person before you just say that they ain't it. And that's one of the things I had to learn the hard way.
Man. All right, let's check our page. Was it 6?
Let's see what we got on 6.
Let's talk about your grandfather.
Oh yeah, so this is in reference to what happened on at the Capitol on January 6th. I just found out that the security guard, a black man, that led the terrorists away from the senators during the Capitol insurrection, is receiving the same medal, the Congressional Gold Medal, and my grandfather received for serving as a Marine in World War II. Black folks been heroic, and my grandfather has always been my hero. And this was significant to me because he's actually not my biological grandfather. He met my grandmother after my mom was born, and they got married. They got married really late. I think he had his first child at 37 or something like that. And my grandmother was like 35. And she was on her fifth child at the time. And he's just always been understanding. He was one of the first Black Marines in World War II. I'm pretty sure World War II was the first time we had Black Marines. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. He went over to Japan, I believe, and like he told me some stories about his experience there that I can't really repeat. But he's just always had a cool, calm demeanor, and like the way that he stands and his understanding of people has always been, something that I've admired in him. And he's 96 now, and every time I talk to him, like he's just ageless. You know what I'm saying? Like he keeps telling me like he's kicking, and I call him young man all the time because like he's just always moving around, and he tells me all the time, he was like, I'm not trying to check out till I see 100, which I admire about him. It's a great, great person. I think everybody has their own personal heroes. I'm sure everybody watching this live right now has that hero in their life that they've met, hopefully. And he's that person for me.
That's what's up. Shout out to the grandfather. And shout out to Shakti right here in the comment. She said her dad was in World War II.
Oh, yeah, I missed that comment.
I love Shakti.
Yeah, Shakti is really cool. Really cool. Cool sister.
Let's go to page 1 where you're talking about this bakery thing, because sometimes you make a post and you don't get the response that you need in that moment.
You know what? That's the thing is that I noticed that in my effort to find my voice, that people just think that anything that I'm posting is supposed to be for their humor. So when I'm asking for serious shit, they don't respond to that, and I get upset about it.
That's so funny because I was looking when I was looking at your post prior to this, like to prepare. I saw the one about the mechanic. There's like a repair job.
Oh yeah.
And at first I thought it was like a joke. It was like a serious inquiry. I was like, oh, this is he just try to pass on a blessing to somebody.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to balance this. But yeah, so this is along those lines. It says, yesterday I asked y'all for bakery recommendations. Only 2 folks commented. The rest of y'all used the laugh emoji button on some shit that wasn't laugh emoji worthy. And in my desperation, I ordered a cupcake from Molly's. Was the blandest, and let me repeat, it was bland. The blandest, most butterless, most flavorless $3 cupcake in the history of human existence. So if you use the laugh emoji button on my last post, but then provide a bakery recommendation, I'm finna fight you next time I see you. No words will be exchanged. You just getting hands, kicks, Indian burns, and tears of frustration. Because as fucked up as 2020 has been, don't nobody deserve a bland ass cupcake. I didn't deserve this. Y'all ain't shit. And I was so mad because I had that cupcake delivered and it was trash. Like I was trying to live my highest life. I just felt like, got a little extra money or whatever. I'm just gonna live my fancy life and have cupcakes delivered to me.
Right.
And that cupcake was, it came in this little fancy container and all that. Open it up. I'm a cupcake connoisseur. I love cupcakes. And it was terrible. Especially if you've been to like black bakeries, like a Brown Sugar Bakery on the South Side. Like,
shout out.
Yeah, you can't compare that bland ass cupcake to Brown Sugar. I mean, like Brown Sugar put the whole stick of butter in there, like the whole stick. Like, you taste it. All right, you fall asleep immediately after. That's what I needed in my life, and this wasn't it. Man, I was so mad.
Was it $3 before the delivery fee?
Yeah, it definitely was $3 before the delivery fee. I was so pissed.
That's probably what topped it off right there.
Yeah, I wasn't happy.
What up, Coco? The midnight hour. Project Blue Hands in the building. Yeah, let's go to that next one after this, because this is another instance where you just got far less. Yeah, the whole stick of butter, man.
This was really important because I was trying to move on a tight deadline. So,
and you need your people to come through when you need your people to come through.
Yeah, I'll just read it. On my last post, I asked for recommendations on Black-owned movers. Only got one response, and I'm big mad because I know every Black person reading this right now know a brother in an alley somewhere with a cigarette hanging from his mouth that will help me move for a soft buck because he need cash and I got cash. But y'all out here bullshit, trying to make me ask twice. Well, guess what? I ain't gonna ask again. Instead, I'm gonna say this: if you reading this post right here, I want you to know that you ain't shit. Your mama makes runny grits, and I hope that every barbecue you go to, from henceforth, serves potato salad with walnuts in it. For the rest of your days, so moted be. Now be conclude my spell. And I didn't even realize how ignorant I can get until I read it. I feel like I'm in class with like the teacher make you read your bullshit out loud.
Right, reading your bad paper. Yo, potato salad with walnuts in it. Yo, that's unheard of. Have you ever had potato salad with walnuts in it?
I saw somebody post something about it, and I was just like, that don't even make sense. Like, who does that?
Somebody getting a little too fancy. Like, you can't reinvent the wheel.
No, those two things don't go together. You know, like, I mean, it's. But you know, I'm realizing that there has to be a balance when you're having these types of conversations. Even for something small, when like you're asking for help, like people have to know that you ain't joking all the time. Because if you're always joking all the time, people think everything's a joke. So I'm trying to balance that out a little bit, and it helps me again with like my professional settings, my artistry. As I'm trying to explore that, you know, what do I have to say to get the point across? What do I have to say in order for people to understand what I'm saying and then provide adequate feedback? And that's really important. This is like a test when I'm writing these types of poems.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about your artistry for a minute, and let's talk about the fact that you got a master's.
Yeah.
And you back in school right now as well?
No, I graduated last year, so I went. So basically, you know, I was diving into photography, and then I wanted to focus in on a project, and I realized that I didn't have the skill set necessary to be considered, you know, to be taken seriously. So I applied to SISC in 2018. It was the only school I applied to because I couldn't move and I couldn't quit my job, and luckily I got in. And yeah, that was an experience. It's different. So I'm gonna say, just in case we got some SISC alums on the line. I learned a lot, and you know, I don't know if I'm as concerned with being known as an artist as I am about saying what needs to be said. And maybe those two things go hand in hand. I'm not sure because you know I'm still exploring what it means to be an artist for me. But I know that some folks are really ingratiated into the idea of being an artist and always thinking about that all the time. For me, it's project driven. What do I want to speak about as opposed to always being in that state of mind? It's important to be in this moment that needs to be expressed through art as opposed through a post. And how do I articulate that in a way that's consumable to the public?
Man, I've seen you do such a great job through your photography. I know we talked about that a little bit. And yeah, man, I just best wishes for all the things that you're working on now. I know that you're like deep in like an incubator phase, you know, as you're as you're like working on this new approach, you know, and yeah, so I just wanted to send best wishes to you on that.
I I appreciate that. It's definitely new for me. I realize when people are talking about artistry and how difficult it is, and the feedback that you get. Like, you definitely have to have some thick skin. You have to be open to criticism, I think, too, and that's one of the things that I'm learning. So, of course, I'm looking at my shit and I don't feel like it's good enough for anything yet, but I'm getting better. So that's all that matters to me.
Well, I'm a fan. I enjoy your work for real.
I appreciate that, man. And I even like I was looking at my album collection or my MP3 collection because I don't have albums. But like I was like, yeah, I still got this. Well, of course, I got the Sam Trump album in there, and like when you open the live, I was like, man, I remember this song. Like I got it in my phone.
Oh, word. That's what's up.
Like so support black artists if y'all ain't already all the time.
That's what's up. Hey man, we got one more question for you. Let's do one more. This is on page 5. Speaking of black, let's talk about these locks, man.
This is page 5, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
We got some folks in here with locks. I know Stacy. Who else we got in here with locks?
It was page 4.
Oh my God.
No, we're good. What are y'all using to wrap your locks at night? I have a lock sock, but it's too short. Now I'm getting breakage. Before you comment, I know about satin pillows. Still need something to wrap my head in. I did find a better lock sock and all of that. I got this flaky hair. Like I envy folks. Like you got like this perfect locking hair. Like you just got the 3 and it's like perfect. Man, like Sam ain't even got to twist them on that, man. I'll be stressing on the daily, But I did get feedback on this thing, guy. Y'all see 12 comments. That's a whole thing for me. I was like, finally, people listening to me.
That was a good conversation. You got 12 comments.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Josh Ishman got some great locks.
Man, and you know what made me upset about Josh, and it's probably the only thing I don't like about this brother is when he told me that he was locking his hair on accident. He's like, yeah, he's locked. I was like, bro, I didn't put lemon juice in my shit. People twisting, blowing on my hair, all types of stuff. Just to get it where I'm at. He's like, yeah, it just happened. I was like, brother, you can't be dancing and just have perfect locks. So you gotta choose a lane. You making it unfair for us, bro. No, you can't have both.
Man, when you see the brother dancing with the locks flowing, whoo, man. The Midnight Hour crew saw him a couple of days ago. What was that? It was about almost a week ago now. Wow.
Yeah, I saw that post for it. Josh is the only person when we go to the debauchery ball or anything else. It's like he's moving so fast that I can't get a photo of him. He's the only cat that moves so fast, and I just be waiting for him like to slow down, and he never does. He never takes a break on the dance floor, ever. Like he just keeps going, man, and it's just amazing because I can't dance. I just be trying to watch him, trying to figure it out, and he's like light years beyond anything that I can do. So much respect and love to Josh, man. He's a real good brother.
Yes. Brother Joshua L. Ishman. I love to see you dance and express. Man, thank you for blessing the Midnight Hour. And yo, AP, Austin Patrick, thank you for blessing the Midnight Hour as well.
I appreciate y'all, man. I really enjoyed being here. This was fun. Thank you for inviting me. Anything that I can always do to support Sam Trump, I'm always for it, man. You've been a stand-up brother since I met you, so I really appreciate being on the show.
Love, brother. And you see Josh just, he said, is that why you never take pictures of me?
If he would stand still, like if you want to do something where you standing still, brother, like I'm not even on the shooting people phase right now. But if you promise me that you're gonna stand chill, I will come to where you at. Wherever you at in the middle of a snowstorm, we'll take a photo. But I just want to see if I can get you standing still. But if you move, like, like I ain't even gonna put myself through that type of stress.
Stretch.
You be stretching. Yeah.
Hey, well, much love. I just had to post it out because he responded to that. But man, he said, "Love y'all, man, as well. Much love to you, Josh Ish, and I appreciate that love, AP. Yeah, man, it's been great. It's been great hanging with you for the midnight hour. I'm gonna go ahead and rock out for a little bit. I know my dad came through talking about what did he say? I think I lost it. He said something about let's jam or something like that. Let's get it. So I'm gonna do a little music on the way out of here. Y'all show some love to Austin Patrick. If you haven't followed him already, or a friend added him as a friend, or requested did a friend request on Facebook, go ahead and do that so you can check out his posts and be in the circle. And I'm sure you'll be showing him some love in the comment section in no time, because he always got some thought-provoking, fun stuff to talk about. All right. Much love, Austin. Thank you so much for being here, man. You're a blessing.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
That's right. That's what he said. He said, let's groove. Hey. Let's groove. Yeah, Abstract. He is hilarious, bro. You gotta. You probably already follow him. That's probably what you're saying firsthand. If you don't follow Austin Patrick already, definitely do that. He said, show me which Austin to follow. All right, let me bring him back real quick. Yo, Austin.
Yeah.
Yo, what is your Facebook picture look like right now?
Oh, it's right here. It's right here. There you go. Right here on the share screen.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, he's sitting on the table, acting like I'm serious, and I'm not.
So this is Austin Patrick right here. It's a black and white photo. Is that a self-portrait?
Yeah, that was something I took when I was in school, just waiting between classes. So.
Word. That's what's up. So there you go. Much love. I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Hey, y'all. I talk with Earth St. James. Speaking of, he's at Untitled this Saturday for my Chicago folks. Earth St. James is at Untitled this Saturday. We should roll up on him. Shout out to Aaron in the chat. Aaron plays drums for him. He's gonna be there too. As the city is opening up, let's go out and support. It was a stormy night. You know, the kind where the lightning strikes. And I was hanging out with some of my artsy friends. The night went on, the light went on. People hanging out till the break of dawn. Incense was burning, so I'm feeling right. I picked my friends like I picked my fruit. Again, they told me that when I was only a youth. See, I don't walk around trying to be what I'm not. And don't waste my time trying to get what you got. See, I work on pleasing me because I can't please you. And that's why I do what I do. My soul flies sweet like a willow tree. Earth St. James is 7 p.m. to 10 on Saturday, this Saturday at Untitled Supper Club in Chicago. And if you don't want to be down with me, you don't want to be from my apple tree. And if you don't want to be down with me, you don't want to be from my apple tree. And if you don't want to be down with me, you don't want to be from my apple tree. And if you don't wanna be down with me, you just don't wanna be down. I got a hold, and I take it everywhere I go. 'Cause I plant the seed, so I reap what I sow. You know, on and on and on and on. My cipher keeps moving like a rolling stone. I can't control the song flowing in me. Ooh-wee. I thought about this song when I mentioned Earth St. James because he loves some Erykah Badu. If anybody know Earth St. James, you know he loves Erykah Badu. I want to take a solo right here. The Midnight Hour. Let me tell you about the girl, maybe I should. I met her in Philly and the name is Brown Sugar. See, we've been making love constantly, that's why my eyes always shade blood burgundy. The way that we kiss is uncanny, the way that I be kissing when I'm kissing what I'm missing, won't you listen? Brown sugar, babe, I get high off your love, don't know how to behave. Oh, on and on and on and on. My cipher keeps moving on and on and on and on. Oh, on and on and on and on. You just don't want to be down. You just don't want to be down. Whoa. You just don't want to be down, down. You just don't want to be down. Only on the midnight hour. The midnight hour. For now, I just did a show, my first show back at Untitled. I did opening night there last Wednesday. But nothing else in the books right now. Maybe a private event. But that's about it. Right now on the midnight hour, these are my public shows. I'm here each and every midnight in February for the midnight hour. Shout out to the midnight hour crew. The midnight hour crew. For always holding me down and being in the space. Sharing space and time together. This all started back in May at the top of the quarantine. Maybe a couple months in. I went live every day in May 2020. And we created a space together. It was unprecedented. It allowed us to lean on each other. Allowed us to have conversation and laugh. feel for each other, and love on each other, and just become a community together where we can just come together and have a space of reverence where we can hold each other up. We got people all over the world in this room, a part of the Midnight Hour crew. I'm so grateful to have y'all here. Last night we made a groove, we made a song, giving a lot of energy and light to all the people who are affected by the snowstorm that happened in the South, especially those states and cities in the South where they're not used to the snow, and a lot of them are dealing with power outages. It's been 3 days for a lot of them right now. A lot of my family are without power. And we had a lot of people in the Midnight Hour crew put the names in the chat, said those names out loud. Just to send them some energy, some positive vibes in the midst of this crazy time. We know they got the vibration. We know they couldn't tune in live. But our whole effort was just so they could just feel us and feel the warmth inside. Thank you to the Midnight Hour crew. Man, that's a crazy time to move to Houston. Have something like this happen. Especially coming from up north, coming from the Midwest. Because I was just thinking, I was like, it's crazy. I feel like we so blessed to be able to wake up and have the streets swept. I took it for granted up until yesterday where I had that realization, like, there's some places that don't know how to deal with this. A shovel, like, you mean like for the garden? You know what I'm saying? There's some people that just don't, where they gonna get that from? Home Depots in this region, they ain't got shovels. So it's a blessing to be able to have people doing that for us, and it puts even more of an impact on just thinking about how effective these people are. These pipes in these homes that are busting, that are just aren't equipped, so just want to keep our thoughts and prayers up to everyone who's in the struggle right now, in the cold, in the dark. Much love to the Midnight Hour crew. On that note, we're going to go ahead and head on out of here. Keep all the family, friends, loved ones in our prayers. Shout out to everybody who came in the room today. Yeah, it's more of a boastful thing, like a prideful thing, Matt. But I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy how people, when they have a better surrounding or a better environment or situation than other people, it's like they even take responsibility for that when it's not even has nothing to do with them. The fact that our streets are taken care of. It's not comical at all. Yeah. All right, much love to you all. See y'all tomorrow night or tomorrow morning for some of you. Shout out to Nordine. We have some folks from New Zealand in the room. Shout out to Canada. Coco out there in Canada. BC. Y'all know how we do. We be dragging. It's just like we just leaving the club and they trying to tell y'all to leave, but we just hanging out at the door. Last drink in the hand. Bringing up old news. Reminiscing with your folk. Y'all know how it be. I love y'all. It's always nice sharing space and time. I realized that everybody got family in Texas. That's love, because I'm from Texas. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Thoughts and prayers go out to all the folks out there. It'll be over soon enough. See y'all tomorrow night, the midnight hour. The midnight hour. The midnight hour.